Hello, you're welcome to our next video about oGX basics and value proposition. Therefore, first of all, our oGX programs consists out of 3 different products, which are Global Volunteer, Global Talent, and Global Teacher. Global Volunteer is a volunteering opportunity abroad, while Global Talent and Global Teacher are professional internships abroad. A bit more in detail, you can find it here, and I will also guide you through everything. These are in general the product basics, the EP booklets that can be shared with the EPs. So please, whenever you have any questions or anyone who wants to know more about our programs, go here, send them the links you can find here, and you and anyone else can always find more information about the products. So a short overview about everything. For Global Volunteer, the volunteering opportunities, all of them are always aligned to the Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals are 17 goals from the United Nations, and every single project we offer in Global Volunteer is always aligned to one of them. In general, Global Volunteer gives the exchange participant the chance to explore new cultures, to get new experiences, and to develop new soft and intercultural skills. All this through the social project they will do abroad. The duration is always 6 to 8 weeks. It can't be shorter, it can't be longer. And the compensation is accommodation. Sometimes also meals are provided, but this depends on the project. But in general, always accommodation will be provided by ISEC. The target group, therefore, is youth between 18 and 30 years. There are no other requirements other than being in this age bracket. And why do we have this age limit? It's just because ISEC is a youth-led and youth-run organization, and we focus on youth, and this is considered by the United Nations between the age of 18 and 30 years old. Opportunity providers are NGOs and schools. And for Global Talent, as I said, it's a professional internship, and therefore we have 6 different fields we're working with. So the work field of business administration, business development, IT, finance, engineering, and marketing. There might also be some other ones, but these are the main working fields we're working with. Global Talent overall gives the chance to get a practical working experience abroad, to build an international network, and to develop new hard and soft skills through the professional internship abroad. The duration, therefore, is 6 to 78 weeks, which is 6 weeks to 1.5 years, and the compensation is a salary. Sometimes also accommodation or meals might be provided, but this depends on the opportunity and is always indicated. However, there will always be a salary for long-term opportunities. The target group, not everyone can just go for a paid internship, but it's very specific who can go. It's many graduates that are still between 18 and 30 years old, but already have a work experience of 2 to 3 years in the respective field they are applying to, and also the study background needs to be from this field. So someone who wants to go for IT, they have need to have an IT background, studied something like this in university, at least on a bachelor's degree level, and have 2 to 3 years of work experience in the field. Then usually the opportunity providers are startups and companies. For Global Teacher, it's almost the same like for Global Talent, just in the field of teaching. Anyone who has a background in education or in languages or sciences or whatever they will teach can go for this experience, as long as they again have a bachelor's degree in this field and 2 to 3 years of work experience and are between 18 and 30 years old. The value proposition is the same. It's about getting a practical work experience, building an international network, and developing new soft and new intercultural skills. Then the costs that come along with such an opportunity. We have an agency fee in Uganda. So for GV, Global Volunteer, or short-term opportunities for Global Talent, it's 100 USD. As per now, that has to be paid to ISEC in Uganda. For mid and long-term opportunities for Global Talent and Global Teacher, you can see here 150 or 200 USD. What does this cover? This covers the administrative cost for ISEC in Uganda, We support with a payment plan, we provide the platform costs and so on. So everything will be covered by this fee, as well as outgoing preparation seminar, a debrief, we will provide a certificate afterwards, all of this. What is not covered by this fee is the transport, visa, insurance, and any other things that come along with the travel will be up to the EP, the exchange participant themselves, as well as a project fee that is to be paid by the host country for global volunteer. So the project fee also covers accommodation and meals there, support over there, or anything that might still occur. Transport to the project is usually up to the exchange participant, but any kind of costs coming up with staying there are covered by this fee. That is just for global volunteer. There is no additional fee for global talent or global teacher. The benefits. Why should someone go for such an opportunity? In general, what we always provide is personal support during the application process for all of the products. We also support in preparation. We support while the EP is abroad. We support as ISEC in Uganda, but also the receiving entity. There will be a debrief, making them reflect about the experience to see what they learned from it, and a certificate. And then, as mentioned before, for volunteering, there will always be accommodation provided, meals depending on the project, and for the internships, there will always be a salary for long-term opportunities, and for short-term opportunities, at least accommodation, but usually also a salary. The target group for all these different opportunities, in general, university students is the target group for the opportunities, mainly for global volunteer, since global talent and global teacher requires the work experience, as mentioned before. That's why graduates are the ideal market for all three opportunities, internships, volunteering, and also high school finalists can go abroad with ISEC as long as they're 18 years old, but just for global volunteers since they don't have the required backgrounds or work experience. This was it in brief about the general basics for oGX and the value proposition. In case of any questions, feel free to reach out to me.